Hey friends, and welcome back to Charm and Circumstance, the place where we talk about designing a life and space you love, one intentional choice at a time. And this week, I have got another little short episode for you. We're going to dive into something that I swear by, my Sunday setup. Now, I know Sunday routines are kind of a thing on Instagram, like the candles lit, cozy blankets, fancy planners. But for me, this is about way more than a pretty flat lay. This ritual is the reason I can start my week feeling calm, focused, and actually excited instead of stressed and scrambling. So I'm going to talk you through exactly what I do step by step, my little weekly planning ritual that keeps me grounded, productive, and ready for whatever the week throws at me. You can copy it exactly or just pull the parts that work for you. Let's get into it. From floor plans to 5-year plans, business to finding balance, I'm Ashley Bruggeman, an interior designer with a love for beautiful living and a belief that style and substance go hand in hand. I'm pulling back the curtain on design, resilience, and entrepreneurship. Expect real talk, refined tips, and just the right mix of polish and personality. So pour something sweet and join me for a thoughtful conversation with a generous helping of charm and circumstance. We are all juggling so many responsibilities these days between raising kids and all that comes with that, managing sports, homework, their schedules, to our own career responsibilities, presentation prep, reviewing reports, meetings, calls, and then all that comes with managing a home, laundry, cleaning, groceries, meals, picking up after yourself, and likely everyone else in your household. And I'm not even mentioning husbands. It's a lot. And the only way I'm capable of making progress is with proper planning. Before I even touch my planner, I set the stage. Because I don't know about you, but I cannot focus when my space looks like a crime scene from the week's chaos. So for me, this means doing a quick 15-minute tidy up. Dishes, counters, attacking the laundry pile, wiping down surfaces so everything feels fresh, lighting a candle so I don't smell the stink from my teenager, and maybe even playing a calm playlist in the background. It's like telling my brain, okay, we're shifting gears now, and here's the thing. Even this tiny reset instantly lowers my stress and makes the planning part so much more enjoyable. All right, so now once we've set the stage for the planning, we're ready to review the past week. And that is step number 2. Once my space feels good, I grab my planner or digital calendar, actually really both, and I take a few minutes to look back. So I ask myself what worked really well this week, what totally fell apart. Did I overcommit? Did I undercommit? Were there things that I kept avoiding? And the answer is typically yes. So sometimes I'll even jot down little wins, like personal or work-related wins, just to remind myself that yes, progress is happening. This step is key because if I skip it, I end up making the same mistakes over and over instead of adjusting. And now for the fun part, planning ahead. So step 3 is mapping out the week. I start by blocking out any fixed commitments, which are typically already in place on my digital calendar. I use Google Calendar, and so I will note those in my day planner so that I can schedule around them. So this is going to include set meetings, appointments, doctor's appointments, things like that. Set social plans that have been on the calendar. Then I look at my goals for the month and ask, what are the most important things I can move forward this week? So here's my system, the big 3. I choose 3 main priorities for the week. This is so hard for me sometimes because I really want to prioritize everything. In fact, sometimes I find myself doing this. My planner actually allows for me to list my top 3 priorities at the start of the day, and then everything is listed below that. And what I'll do is everything below that, it has little symbols you can put next to them so that you can know whether you're deciding to go on and delay that for later, or that you are prioritizing one of those events as well. I'll end up putting a star to prioritize every one of those too. So that's me. So give yourself grace here. Then, once I've chosen my priorities, I use time blocking. This is the key to keeping me on a schedule and focused. I assign blocks of time for each task rather than just dumping them all on a to-do list, because what I'll do is quickly and easily choose from what I want to delay, which will be the same things over and over again. Or if I go on and time block and put them on the calendar for a specific window of time that day, I am locked into it. So it's really, a mind game, of course, but it's harder for me to ignore it and skip over it if I've actually given it a time frame. Then I will buffer my time. So I'll leave little gaps for life to happen, because it always does. Meetings run late. You get unexpected interruptions. You need a nap. You just never know, right? Honestly, if I do plan everything back to back, I end up getting burnt out and behind, and I will start procrastinating with things. So buffers are absolutely my secret weapon there. So step 4, planning meals and errands. Planning meals is just the worst. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I would rather starve, I think, half the time than deal with planning meals, going to the grocery and cooking. I want to plan errands out in bulk instead of running, especially where I work from home typically. And so I don't want to be running out every single day for little 1 or 2 errands. I really like to be able to do it all at once. So if I plan appropriately, then I can, choose a day when I'm already going to be out running around or on a different side of town and get those all in there. These errands are just the sneaky things that eat up way more brain space than they should during the week, and they can really rob you of time if you don't plan them well. Then I'll pick a few dinner ideas. I think in a previous episode I mentioned how my ritual had always been to go to dinner with my son on Friday nights and plan out the meals and then go to the grocery with him after that, because the grocery is fabulous on the nights when most people aren't there, of course. So I'll make sure that I have the groceries and plan the errands so they're grouped together in the week instead of scattered out randomly. Now, of course, I don't always do this perfectly. In fact, it's probably half and half, but I feel the pain when I don't do it. It is so much, the week is so much more enjoyable and relaxing and productive when I do plan this out. It's amazing how much lighter the day feels when I'm not getting to 5:30 and thinking, wait, what are we having for dinner? We're going to have to go out now because I'm too tired to even think about it or deal with this or go to the grocery in 5 o'clock traffic just to come home and cook dinner. Okay, so step 5, add something to look forward to. This is the step that makes the whole ritual feel less like productivity homework and more like self-care. I always add one fun thing or nourishing thing to my week. It could simply be coffee with a friend, or a slow morning, or a bath at nighttime before I go to bed, or whatever makes me feel like I'm not just doing all of these tasks, but I'm also enjoying my life. That little bit of joy becomes an anchor point in the week, something to look forward to even when everything else feels heavy. It can also be a set aside time to binge watch a show or, read a favorite book or go sit outside at the fire pit, things like that. So that's my Sunday setup. So again, number one, reset your space. It is really hard to think of planning out your schedule when you're surrounded by physical, visual chaos. Number two, review the past week. What worked? What didn't? What can we improve upon? What can we do differently? All of that jazz. Number three, map out your priorities. Stop pushing the same thing off until the next week and just get it done. My goodness, that feels so good when you finally accomplish the things that you've been putting off for so long. Number four, plan your meals and errands because they suck. So we've just got to rip that Band-Aid off and get them out of the way so then you can enjoy the rest of the week. And five, add something to look forward to. So it's obviously not going to the grocery on Friday night, but something way more enjoyable. It takes me maybe 30 minutes max, but if it changes how I show up for the entire week, that is the best 30 minutes that I can invest. So if you try it, tag me on Instagram at Charm and Circumstance because I would love to hear about how it's working for you. And if you already have your own Sunday ritual, tell me what it is. I would love to hear some new ideas. And the planner that I keep mentioning in this episode, it is the best. And I'm actually linking it in the show notes as well as in my Instagram profile for Ashley Morgan Interiors. There is a shop in that link in bio area, and the planner is the very first item that will come up there. You can actually order it there on Amazon, and you'll have the space for the 3 priorities, be able to code things, have space to review your past week and celebrate your wins, all those details. It's amazing. I cannot recommend it more. So thanks for spending just a few minutes with me again today, and I will see you next Wednesday in the next episode. Have a great week, beautiful friend. Thanks for joining me on Charm and Circumstance. Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and follow along on Instagram because charm is personal and circumstance is what you make of it.